What's up, everybody? It's Rusty Clutch here, and welcome back to the podcast. It's been a little while, but we're just going to jump right back into it. I have my three co-hosts today. I have Carlos,
Yo, what's
I
up?
have Omar,
Hi, much more.
and I have Steven.
Hello.
So it's been a little while. I actually haven't really talked to Steven, or none of us have in quite a while because school got a little hectic, and then I had some family stuff to deal with, and I was out of the country for a while, and then I got COVID, and life was just going woo. And then
You
I was
got
kind of
COVID?
yeah, I did. It's kind of going. We'll
No,
get
he
to that.
didn't.
It's going up and up again.
He's
So
lying.
so we're back
It was
at
like
it.
a minor case of COVID. He
Yeah,
was fine.
yeah, it was a minor case. It wasn't like crazy, but yeah. And so
Well, I lost a lung, but that was just a minor thing.
That's-
Majors, you lose both lungs.
True. He's not wrong. All right, who wants to go first? Tell me about what they've been up to.
In the what
What did
5-year
you?
gap?
What did he say?
Yeah, the 5-year gap
let me-
since we've been
Let
gone.
me check. Now that we've started this post time skip arc, how long has it been?
Fuck. Well, I'm Super Saiyan now.
Wait.
And
Shut
like,
up.
Wait.
I learned
I was
I learned
actually-
17 new skills.
I was actually training in the hyperbolic time chamber this whole time. So
We're not even post Moonlord yet. You guys are doing it
Super Saiyan
wrong.
7?
Yeah. All I know is that
Yeah,
I
Super
can
Saiyan,
use
wait.
I can use one for all at like 25% now, so it's been a while.
Oof.
only
We're not
25.
even post
Yeah.
Moonlord yet.
Well, yeah. Stops, freeze frame. You're probably wondering how I got here. It all started 12 months ago when the podcast ended.
It was in the summer
Oh.
of '69.
That's when the COVID attacked.
That's when the COVID and then the COVID
It all
attack. All
started when I was born.
right. Who wants to go first? 'Cause I don't
Well,
want to
you're
go
not
first.
wrong.
Tell me who wants to tell
You
me.
have
tell
to
me
go
what-
first. It's your
But I'll
pod.
go.
That's
I'll-
true. That's
I'll
true.
just listen.
That's true.
What-
All right,
what?
you're right.
That's true.
Okay, so Carlos, start us off.
I'll go first. Okay, fine. Yeah, I guess we'll just go in announce order, huh? And then we'll end with Sal.
Okay.
All right, so let me see what I was doing 3 months ago. Fucking nothing. No, because that was like I think it was like right before Christmas, right? So had
Yes.
some family over for Christmas. I had my grandmother in the hospital for like all of November and December and through January with her birthday. 'Cause she just
Yeah.
got really sick because she's like 92. It happens,
She's
but she's
trucking,
back.
bro.
She's fine. She got her COVID shots, so she's and in theory immune to that.
In theory.
In
In
theory.
theory, in practice, we'll
In
see. But
theory.
she never goes anywhere, so she's safe. So she's back. She's doing good. Finished up school with SJVC. Got some work lined up potentially in the next month or so. So we'll see how that pans out. Other than that, man, I live a boring fucking life. This is
Hey,
sad. isn't
life's
it?
been pretty
about
good though.
Transformers?
Life's been pretty good.
Any-
Transformers. Oh no,
any
stop.
things?
No. Transformers.
Well, they are doing some Beast
There you
Wars
go.
stuff.
There you go.
If anyone
Got 'em
knows
going.
what Beast Wars is, but that
Got 'em
doesn't
going.
Actually, I
matter.
do.
Yeah, so I got some Beast Wars characters because they're redoing the old season 1 cast of the show. I got the purple T-Rex Megatron coming in the next week or so. So
But
that's
I-
cool for anyone that cares about Transformers.
If the other two don't care, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's actually hella cool.
Yeah, we definitely don't care, Omar.
Yikes.
There's the shiny Snorlax after like 300 resets.
Oh my god,
What
are
I
you
did.
actually resetting?
Poggers! Yeah, I've been
No.
resetting all fucking day. I've been resetting for the last 3 weeks. Whenever I hop on my DS, it's about 300 to 400 resets. I haven't been keeping track. All right, Kingler,
Oh
get
my
his ass.
God.
All right, anyway, so
And
on
then
to
you kill him.
actual important topics besides blues. No, I'm gonna use false swipe.
Oh, okay. Oh, true.
Oh, Giga Impact. That shit hurted.
You heard it. Oof.
Damn, I forgot how to math.
All right.
no, you
now,
playing
so,
Hearthstone?
No.
I mean, besides that, have I mentioned on the podcast that I have a girlfriend?
Maybe?
Yeah, you
I don't
have.
know.
I think.
Yeah,
I remember.
So my girlfriend Amy, we've been since like July, so that's been nice, obviously. Other than that, dang, what has been going on? Oh, I'm selling a bunch of cards and whatnot and junk I don't need anymore on like Mercari and OfferUp to make a little extra money before the
Cool.
job lines up, because money's nice.
Oh, you don't say.
Sometimes.
Oh yeah, and you have been working at RNN for a while, so it stopped coming in.
It's been a
Well,
long
that-
while. It's been
Yeah,
a long
yeah,
while.
That ended. RNN ended in July 29th, and my unemployment was supposed to run out in November, and then they gave me a little more, and then when the administrations changed, I had to resubmit something or I did something wrong, and basically I haven't been getting any unemployment for a couple months, but it's fine because I just manage my money really well.
See, that reminds me. I didn't get any of the stimulus except for the first one. That makes me sad.
What? How'd you get the first one, and not the other ones?
I don't fucking know.
Explain
know
this
what
to
I did
me.
Hacking, bro. He's hacking.
No,
Like,
they hacked him.
I got the first one. How much was the first one?
600?
600?
Yeah, 600. Like 6.
Like,
Yeah. That was the first one. And then the second one that was supposed to come in, nothing happened. And then now this 1400. Well, I checked to get my stimulus, and it's like nada. So sad times. Maybe it's because I'm a contract worker. That might be it.
That could be it. I mean,
maybe.
the thing is, like, okay, so I finally did my taxes for the first time this year. All right, I'll go next.
Tax fraud. He
Carlos,
admitted it.
Are you done,
Tax
Carlos?
fraud.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
I mean that is pretty much it. Oh, and then you know that this isn't important at all. It's another Transformers related thing, but it's like I've been
Okay.
waiting for like a year and a half. You know that big ass Unicron I ordered like a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
I remember. We talked
comes
about
in
it
this
on the
month.
podcast. Ooh,
When is it coming?
awesome.
This month at some point. So
Ooh. So, like, are we all gonna look at it, or?
you guys want to come over and
Can
like
I-
stare at my $600 plastic robot that I
Cap-
shouldn't have bought, but I did because I have a problem?
Can I poke it?
No, no one touches.
Oh no. Jesus.
I was about to say, it sounds like a very complicated innuendo for his dick.
That's what I heard.
I mean, that's where I was going with it, but you guys didn't have to say anything. Yeah. So for me, like we said, around December is when we stopped. So I finished up quarter at Davis, and then family emergency. We had to go to Mexico for a bit, take care of some stuff, and then family got COVID. We all got COVID. We're all good now. Like, we're all better and everything. My mom got kind of sick, like hospital for a couple of days, but nothing too serious. But then afterwards, like, I'm back to work. So are my parents. Sisters are doing distance learning. Gonna go back into school now. Probably I think this week coming up. So that, and then work's been good. I've gotten 2 raises in the past month, which is really nice. I got a really big Christmas bonus, which was really nice. Boss man has been taking care of us because we've been, putting in a lot of extra hours and stuff. We're actually kind of short-staffed right now, so that's why my boy Carlos potentially gonna be working for us pretty soon, which will be pretty
yeah?
great. Yeah, I mean, hopefully. And so, besides that, just been kind of just dealing with school. I had 2 really big programming classes this past quarter, so I was swamped a lot. And to be completely honest with you, the beginning of the year, I don't know if I get like seasonal depression or what, or like I just don't like this time of the year, but I get kind of like down in the dumps. So like, I was just trying to focus on school and not fail. So, another reason why no podcast or whatever. But I have been working on a couple of like side projects here at the house, like renovations. And recently I'm full Bob the Builder mode again. So I'm building my sister a walk-in closet, setting up shelves. Pretty sure like after I graduate in these next 10 weeks or whatever, I'm gonna knock out the entire kitchen and redo the whole thing. So some cool stuff on the way. I might do some before and after stuff on Twitter or something. I don't know, just to like save it for later. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I've been doing. Just not too much on the online side, but a lot of stuff in person been in my life. But yeah, who wants to go next?
Any music, Sal? Any
Music.
doing a little bit of that?
I have been practicing, not a lot, just here and there, a little bits here and there. My good friend from high school, Sonny, old person who used to be on the podcast, he's been picking up drumming again, and we were talking about doing like a little combo with a couple of us here in town that still play just for fun. But we haven't set up a date or anything, just because everybody's just been busy, like trying to survive and stuff. But we definitely talked about like potentially putting together like a combo of like 4 or 5 of us, a drummer, a sax, a trumpet, a trombone, and maybe a bass. So
We got a bass here.
I know I do have a bass in you. You got a friend in me. All right. Yeah. So how about you, Omar Steven?
Cringe.
Whatever, bro. Leave me alone. Bro, Toy Story, good movie.
That's true.
Who?
Exactly.
Incredibles?
That was
Incredibles,
okay.
Incredibles is actually really good. Where is my super suit?
Your mom.
That is in fact the line. That is what they had. Yeah.
I know what it is.
Yeah. You're good at this, bro.
Let's write movies.
So
Voice
long story
acting.
short, I got fired. Wait,
Like he
No,
did it.
I'm joking.
I was like, wait, did he? No.
Like, wait a minute.
Did Home Depot like
I've
tell
just
you go
been-
Depot home?
I've been fighting.
No,
this
it's
black
'cause I kept eating the
Sorry,
drywall.
folks. Oh God.
I just kept eating the drywall, and they're like, "You need to stop." And I'm like, "Make me."
Man,
Like,
I
you
know,
have no
guy.
power here.
Okay.
Oh, no.
But mostly though, since like December, had a bunch of family come over. It was kind of cool. Shit, I'm trying to think on the spot here. I was prepared, as you can tell.
Always.
You said the dark side, so did you go to Lowe's instead?
Oh no, I was joking. I didn't get fired.
Oh,
it was a prank.
okay.
It was just a prank.
Yeah, bro, it was a
Okay.
joke. See the cameras right there? Everyone's watching.
Oof. Oof. Sad.
The things have been pretty much the same for me. I think, like as far as like with Carlos as well. Like my life's kind of boring. TBH, I just go to work and
I
come
got
back.
him
play
into
video games.
Terraria finally after like
Oh,
the
yeah.
fourth or fifth attempt. He's like super into it. And we're almost done with the vanilla gameplay.
I'm really liking that. That's really cool.
Cool.
And then as far as like job and work goes, I've pretty much been the same. I've tried going for other positions, but they still hit me with the nah, you're not qualified. Even though, okay, so tangent, I applied for one and I got an interview, and then I waited like 2 days, got back in the office, and they're like, okay, we want to tell you about your interview, and I was like, sweet, did I get it? And they're like, no, and I'm like, oh shucks, darn. But then they tell me, but don't even worry about it because your interview was the best one. I'm like, wait, what? So you're telling me my interview was the best one there, but I didn't get it? Yes.
So
Okay, fine.
So did nobody
Yes.
get the job?
No, somebody did get it, but it
But
just wasn't
stands
me.
to reason that if you were the best interviewee, then
Right.
you should get the job.
That's where my like head logic went, and I'm like, well, that makes the most sense to me. But they were like, nah. So I was like, okay, fine. I'm at the point where I really don't care anymore. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Actually though, Omar's got that I don't give a fuck mentality anymore.
Jesus, it's just like I used to care, but like now I'm like, man, if you guys just want to keep me here at this like same shitty position, that's on you. But
Well,
it's
you
just
could
this is
actually-
not fun anymore.
You could actually go to the dark side and apply at Lowe's if
You
they
could.
want you.
You could.
I could, but the thing is, if I go there, I've heard talk that everybody who goes over there, they promise you like a bunch of cool stuff and all that blah blah blah. But in the end, it's like,
Doesn't even
It
matter.
doesn't even matter.
yeah, you get you get paid less or whatever.
That was perfect.
Sad.
Oh my god. Angsty teen came out,
Yeah.
sorry.
Like they say, yeah, we'll give you all this cool stuff if you apply whatever, but they give you all those promises and they're empty. So
But that's
Wouldn't really
another
make
thing, though.
sense.
If you're, like, if you can't move up, look for somewhere where you can go to the same job somewhere else and then move up there.
right,
same
and that's
kinda
what,
caliber.
like I have been doing almost, where like I've been applying more for like other jobs around here, just seeing what happens. I got some pretty heavy money on this one job. I'm putting all the chips into it. Hopefully they get me and they're like, yeah, cool, you're hired. So we'll see about that one.
Is this the job you mentioned last time where they wanted you to be the manager for this whole kind of area?
Oh heck
Right?
no. Oh yeah, so
No?
that guy no. So towards the end of December, I told my mom and like everybody else, like those who I told them, okay, this is how it's gonna work. If I don't hear anything back from the end of December, because I texted him like twice in December, I think, or once, and I told myself, okay, if he doesn't answer me or reply to me at all, I'm just gonna forget about the job because it's not worth me chasing over if it's just like an empty dream or an empty promise. So I was just kind of like, because he told me by the end of December or coming into January, he's gonna call me back. That way we can get started and then get me all affiliated and all that crap. But as it stands, we're in like March and I've heard nothing from the guy, so I just gave up on it.
Okay.
Or not gave up, but like,
Yeah, so,
what's the cool term? Ham.
Sandwich?
Fucking sandwich.
Mm.
Yeah. Other than that,
One
though,
of those. Yeah, I think you're onto something.
Yeah, I think
Other
you're
than
going
that,
you're
though,
going places, kid.
You're gonna go far, kid.
But only because you have a long way to go. I had a guy actually tell me that one time at work. I was like, alright, your computer dies tomorrow.
And then you just destroyed his hard drive, right?
Yeah, I did. I just gave him a virus, him and his computer. Wait.
You just fucking ran a magnet over it. Yeah.
Oh, you too?
Yeah, see, this part of my brain, smooth. This other part, also smooth.
It's actually just entirely smooth brain. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Steven, how about you?
Oh, let's see. I was mentioning to you guys, I got 2 jobs, running a podcast for another network. Sorry, Sal.
I knew it was going to come to this eventually.
I'm running the Life and Happiness podcast for the GSMC Podcast Network. They're interesting. They're, I don't know how to describe.
I'm concerned.
So they have a lot of different podcasts, right?
Uh-huh.
They have something about sports, MMA. They have America's Still Beautiful podcast. They have a Bible study podcast, book review. They have lots of things. But then they also have things like the sex podcast. And I read one of the titles, Bestiality, and I'm like,
wait.
I'm in.
Where do I sign up?
Send me up. Oh my god, it's disgusting. Where?
Wait.
so,
Wait. You're not allowed to have guests, but they can have a bestiality podcast?
I have no idea what the restrictions on me are, and I'm a little bit nervous because if Carlos has noted in a prior podcast, I think your exact words were, "You're the most conservative person I know."
Yeah.
Kind
But
of,
yeah. But I mean, okay, well, you're the most conservative person I know that's not insane.
True.
Well, okay.
True. Because I know more
'cause-
conservative people, but they are insane.
Yeah, because like there's you have your opinions and you're in the conservative camp, but you're not like hostile and aggressive and a jerk to everyone that disagrees with you, but you make your opinions known, which is refreshing.
Well, I would argue that those people who do that aren't being honest to what being a conservative actually is. They're
Yeah, they're
doing
just
it
being
disservice.
inflammatory more than anything.
Yeah. Because I think conservatism and liberalism actually go hand in hand with a lot of things, but not liberalism the way we use it. Liberalism in the original sense of like classical liberalism.
Write this down.
So like, think the founders, think Milton Friedman, think people like that. I don't know if you know any of those names. Just think George Washington.
Okay, I know that
would
one.
do it.
I know that one.
Oh, the guy with the teeth?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
And the
Yeah,
apple
that
and
guy.
a cherry tree. The cherry tree guy.
I thought that
So-
was Isaac Newton.
No, that's apple tree.
Ah, there we go. I got the tree. I was close.
So like, they were fruit.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, one of those. Cherry, apple.
Anyway.
Big Newton tree, right? Yeah.
Fig Newton tree. Yeah, it was just fig Newtons falling from a tree.
Anyways,
I love those.
it's interesting because I have no idea what the hell I'm allowed to say. So I just try to keep things as
So you poke the
neutral
bear every now and then.
as
Oh,
possible. So like, let's see. What did I talk about one of the other days? I talked about human nature for one. So I had to talk about I actually did talk about the differences between men and women, and I was even just saying that, depending on which circles you in, gets you attacked. Like I have some friends, and the reason why I'm their friends because they don't know I believe these things. But if I were to mention the same ideas around them,
Oh my God.
they would be inflamed. So
me too. That's what happens when I eat too much dairy.
I know, right? Same. So like,
Wow,
I
imagine
don't
having
know
weak
what-
digestive systems.
Fuck you.
sad but true.
I mean, the human body apparently isn't even supposed to drink milk from other animals after like you're past your like.
That's what. That's
They have some weird stuff which
Julie,
I'm
you're
not
too deep.
like. I think I can talk about everything except what is like more explicitly kind of conservative ideas. So I kind of have to like poke around all these ideas. I have fun
Climate
doing
change
it.
denial?
Huh?
Like climate change denial?
That's not a
Ooh.
conservative thing.
No, I know.
Ooh,
That's a
got
Fox
him.
News thing. Yeah, I'm giving you a hard time. I agree with a lot of the things you say. I
Yeah,
sit in
yeah,
that
yeah.
camp too. Now
Me,
God
I'm
destroyed my
totalitarian.
career.
Oh, fucking fascists, damn. Rip.
no. He plays solitaire, bro. What?
No, I know what I
What?
said.
Oh. Okay, maybe I just don't know what's going on.
Anyways, so like I'm like skirting around everything, but I do have fun doing it, and it's like teaching me a lot of tonality, how I actually could say things better, and we'll see. I like reached out to my producer to see what she thoughts on stuff, but She hasn't responded to me, and it's been like 2 days. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I have fun doing this, and it's good experience. So I actually have a foot in the door for like the media world.
That's
So
really good.
Hell yeah.
we'll see. Because I'd like to get like published writing articles and stuff somewhere. That'd be nice. Speaking of writing a book, working on it mornings, and we'll see where it goes. I want to be done with it by June. I want to be a published author by the end of the year. We'll see what happens with that.
Hey, you
Yeah,
just
that'll
tell,
actually
hey,
be
bro.
right.
Yeah, you just tell me, bro. I'll shell out the freaking bank for you, my guy. You just let me know what you need to pay for. I got you.
Homie. I'll invest, homie.
Yeah,
Dead
no, for
ass.
reals, I will. I dead ass will invest.
On that point,
Too.
I also have
Me
a
too.
job which makes bank.
Oh, okay.
So-
No, he actually just called us. He actually just called
I
us
don't
poor.
rub it in.
He just called us poor.
No. This
She's
is
like, I don't speak broke.
this is me saying I appreciate
good.
the thought, but Sal knows I don't like necessarily having to ask for help from other people, and this is why I
So I'm gonna
really
give it
love
to you
this
anyways.
opportunity. That I know it just makes me feel bad. It's like something in me that's like, damn, I'm like taking something which he could have used for something he would have wanted. Sad.
What?
No,
That-
I
that-
want
that's
you
Man.
to succeed.
What?
Hey,
I
bro,
want you to suck.
you can't succeed without the suck. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So I'm gonna give you the suck.
So
No.
you,
Wait.
you in that glizzy clap, or
Okay, so what's your second job?
Well, okay, so I'm working with American Income Life, and so what I'm learning through them is sales,
I'll get
marketing.
removed from there.
Huh?
Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
working with them remote. I'm not sure what you asked. I'm a little confused.
I
Is
didn't.
that-
do that
Anyways,
either.
Is that life insurance or what is that?
life insurance and other stuff too.
Okay.
So
Sorry about my loop.
so yeah, I'm learning from them a lot of the business type stuff, which I'm actually a lot more interested in. It turns out I don't mind sitting in office because I'm talking to people every day, like lots of people, and that's really interesting to me. Like, dude, families have crazy stuff that happens. It's
Oh my god, I
It's
can only
like everyone has
imagine.
their own unique stuff. So
You call
it's-
like a single mom with 3 kids and they're just screaming in the background and you're like, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
I
Yeah,
will I will mention this. There was this one mother I worked with last week. She's our age actually. She's 6 months older than me, so 5 months older than Sal.
Uh-huh.
She was like beautiful, like she had the sweetest smile.
You were like,
and
I'll
she was-
play stepdaddy. Oh,
She was single too.
exactly.
I'm in.
Um,
Hold on. Sign me up. I'll take 12.
Kids or
anyways.
wives?
She just has kids. She has one kid, the
Okay.
newborn.
Okay.
So like I get to hear her story and stuff, and so for like me, I was dumped in Guatemala for a month with no family, so I had to learn Spanish on my own because I didn't know Spanish then. That's how I learned Spanish. Whereas she had the kind of the reverse. She's kind of just been. She was born here, but got brought back to Mexico, and now she's kind of just been here and been struggling to learn English.
Oh.
So that was funny. We bonded over that. But it's fun talking to lots of different people. So that's what I'm doing. And like Carlos mentioned earlier, everything seems to be on the up and up. And that's good. I'm happy. Also, well, I'm not going to graduate this year because I'm taking a break from that to focus on my jobs. But
Oh, take it all back.
my dad convinced me, made a deal with me. I have to go for my master's. And I'm like, oh, God damn it.
What the heck?
So I'll
What'd you
figure that
do?
out. I'll do it online somewhere, but I'll get a master's in business somehow. That's just like
That
all the stuff.
Masters is gonna look really nice when you get it, though.
It is.
Yeah, that was his point.
Just the
The-
flex too. Like even if it doesn't like pay out right away, just being like, yeah, I have one of these.
So my goal is with American Income Life to work as hard as I can because, dude, $3,000 a week kind of thing, average.
Wait.
That is a bit of money, yes.
Wait. This man's actually making bank.
Why do you think I said I'm making bank? I'm being honest.
He's hard flexing on us.
I think so, dude.
And that's me starting out. My boss thinks I'm gonna be promoted to a supervisor soon, and then he thinks within a year I can be promoted to his spot, which is manager, and have my own series of agents. And the thing is, the way it works, you get a cut of everyone below you, so it just
Wait.
keeps growing and growing. So if I work my ass off and become good at this shit, oof, I'll have enough money to fund my own book. So I was actually thinking I could actually start building my own house, like I mentioned to Sal that I wanted.
Ooh,
Like,
bro,
let's
you
just-
just let me know. I'll fucking live out there with you in a hammock, and we'll fucking build that house, dude. Swear.
Dude, okay. I've been looking at the spot in Clear Lake. Dude, it's right next to that. It's because I'm thinking of buying just the land and then we build it.
Uh-huh.
And this piece of land is right next to the lake. It's so pretty. Ooh.
Bro, for sure.
Anyways,
dude.
that's for like a later day. I'll talk with that with Sal once I actually have that bank to spend.
True facts. Hey, bro, I'm saying, you just let me
True.
know. I'll show up with all my joop and my joop, and that's it, bro. We just build a house.
You're ready for the work.
Exactly.
And I'll be paying you. I'll buy you food. I'll buy you your
Bro,
meals.
okay,
You'll
look.
have your own
You had me at food.
Yeah.
You had
All
me
you gotta do is buy me food
Had me
and
at food.
alcohol, and the house will be built.
You had me at
Yeah. So we'll get that done.
Believe me.
That'll be awesome. Also, I was thinking this is separate. So remember the from the bar thing I was working with you, Sal?
Yeah.
I actually found this place which they'll do custom signs. So I was thinking of finalizing that design, like working with you,
If
and
you
then get them
send
to make
that-
that wood
If,
a wood
if
sign.
they make
and send
that,
it to-
I'll hang it above the bar. I'm not even kidding, because I've been thinking about something. I think I told you I wanted to put something above the bar, and I was thinking about putting a goat head as a fucking meme, because like they call me in Spanish El Chivo at work. Also, I have a goat foot bottle opener that freaks everybody out all
yeah,
the time.
Yes.
But that would be awesome if I get the live from the bar, like wood drawn or whatever, and I put that up there. That'd be awesome. So just let me know about that.
Yeah, I'll let you know. But that's like all my things. And then also, well, I was mentioning to the other two, beautiful girl, gotta ask her out, gonna get the yes. That's
Hopefully.
me.
True.
That's my homie. All right,
Yeah, I thought
talking
you said gonna
about
get the yes, and I was like, dang, Sal still hasn't even done that.
shut up.
Been playing Ash for how long?
Yeah, I know. Talking about getting the S, bro. Third round of Stimmys just came out. What are we buying? Where are we dropping?
Sad.
Wake up, boys. Fortnite.
I'm putting it in savings. I think
What?
actually.
Boo.
You're what?
I've got money set aside. When I was working, I was putting away about 40 to 50% of all of my income because, for like a house later on.
Okay.
Since I haven't been working as much and I haven't been able to put as much away because no income, I'm just gonna put this one into the bank. Keep
Okay.
it saved.
I
I
feel
might
do what-
drop I might drop a couple hundred on some just dumb extraneous shit I don't need, like maybe another game for the Switch or something. But
what
Are you
game?
gonna
What game?
build a house or are you gonna just buy a house?
I want to build a house, place over around like it's called Templeton. If you look it up on the map, it's in that area of California, up in the mountains to the west, maybe 30-40 from the ocean. But it's not so close to the ocean it's going to cost a bunch. That's kind of where I'd like to live, like out of the valley where the air quality's better, but not in like a bigger city, but close enough that I would have access to towns and cities.
Wow.
Okay.
Good
Oh,
for
you
you.
want that country living, but not that country
I
distance.
don't want to live in the country, but I'd like to live in like a smaller area within driving distance, but I just don't want like the population
Is
density.
that you? Easy living?
No.
Sounds like
No.
it.
I was joking with my roommates, like, did they make the state of Jefferson? Fuck, I'm moving 10 miles north and living in the state of Jefferson.
Yeah.
Jesus. California turns into 6 states? Hell yeah.
Yeah, so like just me and Amy have been talking. That's kind of like where we want to get to eventually, but that's maybe 3 to 5 years down the line.
That would be nice.
Nice.
That
Best
would
of
be
luck
nice.
to you, man.
How about you,
Thanks,
Omar?
too,
I'll send
with
positive
your
vibes your way,
multi-million-dollar
bro.
Big old lake house and everything.
Also,
Dang.
quick question. You were talking about her so highly. Do I hear wedding bells?
Ooh.
You guys hear them too,
Ooh.
right?
Eventually,
Ooh.
in my eyes, a wedding is just mostly like a financial like sink and then like a kind of a social flex. Like we're happy together. I think we're just gonna stay together, and then whenever the wedding happens, it happens. But I don't want to do it until we have the money to do like a really nice one.
My man.
Not like a huge wedding, but I want to
My
give her
man.
something nice because she said she wants like a nice, pretty like nice opulent wedding. So
Well,
I'm gonna wait until I have the money. But as it's looking like we're just gonna be we're already
big
like,
fat Greek wedding?
No.
Hey,
No,
bro.
the Greeks.
Okay.
Have you been to Greece lately? Why would you want a Greek wedding? Terrible.
Because-
Poor. They are
Just
poor.
so
They're
you
dying.
can say that you did it in Greece. So you can say you did it on the ruins of Mount Olympus.
I want a big
Literally.
fat Roman wedding. We're gonna go dance on the ashes of Pompeii.
Yep.
I like the song.
Nice.
Look at all these fucking dead
Mint.
people. LMAO. Nah.
Sal
See that
spends the
shit-
night with one of the Ashen people.
Yeah, it's not as close as you
Wait.
get to a real woman's touch anymore. So
Oh, hold it.
Whoa.
Is like cold and dead.
Hostility. All right, Omar.
So
How
you
about
know
you?
I'm
I know
playing
you
with
are.
It'll happen when it happens. If I can get something, then anyone can get something. Look at me. I'm trash.
No, you
I'm the
my
trash
cutie.
man.
You my little cutie. Shut up.
Oh.
How about you, Omar?
Danny DeVito, shut up.
Yeah, I'm trash. I don't fit in the trash can. Never mind. I wouldn't be able to pull that one off.
I can get you
You know.
an industrial size one if you want.
Oh, just get me like a whole one.
Wait, just getting the garbage bin. Like you see the ones that they carry into the trucks. That's like big enough for anyone.
Give me one of those big, like double-lidded industrial trash cans.
Yeah.
Like the ones that the homeless people slept in at RNN. That takes me back.
I have a story about homeless people, but Omar, tell me what you're gonna spend your stimmy on.
Bro, we buying what we in? Ham.
Okay, and
Sandwich.
Sandwiches. Actually though, I don't know yet. I'll probably like do the same thing as Carlos said. I'll probably save it or something. Because like a wise man once told me, if you live like you're broke, then you'll save money because you're broke. Facts.
I told you. I told you that, but like not like that.
Nah, exactly.
Omar, don't think I got
what
it.
you said.
Okay, that might be exactly what I said, but I might have had a stroke. Well, I said it.
Real quick, I just remembered one thing I do need to buy with my stimmy because I'm looking at it.
Okay.
A couple of prints, including the one Sal got me a while back. I need to frame those and hang them.
Well, that's right.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I got
Sal got me a
print.
big old fancy print for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a what does it sound like, a 2x3 feet?
Yeah,
it's big. It's like the biggest poster I have in my room, and I don't want to. I think I'm just gonna poke thumbtacks in it just to spite him. But
What?
Oh God, Dad, please don't.
You're
It hurts.
actually cringe.
I would not hang anything that cost more than like $5 with thumbtacks. Like that's ridiculous. Like it's a nice high end print. It looks nice. I'll put a picture in one of the topic chats when I take pictures of it, so you can see it, Steven.
Yeah, I hang all my posters with command strips, or like the command strips for posters, because I don't want like to damage them.
But do you frame them first? Or do you just adhere the poster to the wall?
Framing would be a good idea.
I
should frame the poster that I've done.
But like,
most of my prints are like more expensive stuff I got from conventions, like $30-$40 at the most. Like artists, like they're they're prints and then they're signed by the artists. That's why I don't want to just hang them on the wall.
So like for me, like I like the look of the poster. Like yes, I like when stuff's framed, but for me, I like the aesthetic of just the poster on the wall. So that's why I found like Command sells like specific ones for posters that you put on the back, and so you can like just stick them to the wall. They're flat, but no thumbtacks, which saves the poster.
Yeah.
Right.
So because that's how I did it in my apartment in Davis. So I took them off for easily, and I just hung them up here in the clubhouse now. But all right, how about you, Steven? What you if you get your stimmy?
Well,
just say you committed tax fraud, Steven. It's okay. This is a safe zone. I do it all the time.
Dude, you know what's the saddest part? If I do continue to make bank, I will have to pay taxes. Lots of taxes.
That's true.
And I'm like, God damn. Anyways, for the 14th,
the more you make, the more they take.
Steven,
well,
Steven's gonna be that one guy that gets us in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Gets you in? Well, what do you mean gets you in?
Exactly. Wink.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm about to tell you, you better have mayo on those ham sandwiches. Those ham sandwiches.
No, because Sal lacks toes. So no thanks.
What does that have to do with it?
So all I'm saying is
mayonnaise doesn't even have lactose in it.
All I'm saying is when I had COVID, Omar tried to be a good friend.
Say, was it wrong?
No, you're not incorrect. Omar's trying to be a good friend.
Okay,
thank
you.
Was like, hey, my mom made tortas, bro, and I was like, damn. He's like, yeah, I'll take
Not
you
just
one.
tortas.
Tortas cubanas, which are like
There you
stacked, bro. And so I was like, bro, I'm starving. Like I haven't left my house in like 2 weeks. And he was like, bro, and he like left it on my doorstep. I devoured that thing. And then
he went.
And then it devoured you back.
Bro,
creamy.
Literally, like not even 30 minutes later, my stomach goes, and I was like, oh no. And then again, and then yeah, literally the next 4 hours were me on my bed writhing in pain. And so Omar went to work, right? So I messaged him after he gets out, and I go, hey homie, so like that torta you brought me, it have like mayonnaise or crema? And he was like, shit, give me a second. And like we were on Discord, and he comes back and he's like, all right, I got good news and bad news. I go, okay, what's the good news? He goes, it wasn't mayonnaise or crema. I go, what's the bad news? He goes, it was both. I was like, you're trying to kill me. You actually put both of my
Fellas, that's taking
weaknesses.
time. You know,
You put both of my weaknesses in
there's
one
a fella
one
that's
food
taking
item,
time.
and you fed it to me when you know I was
Hey,
starving.
yeah, I was
Yes.
curious because I'm not like a food guy. Like aside from
Yeah.
the fact that I eat a lot, but fucking mayonnaise doesn't have any lactose in itself.
I don't know what it is, but mayonnaise messes up
Has-
my stomach.
That's
Maybe
probably
it's the
because it
eggs.
tastes disgusting.
That might be it.
Just,
Bastards,
no,
you all
that's-
admitted that when you mix mayonnaise to make a new sauce with other things, that it was pretty good.
Okay, well, yeah, if you mix it with other things. Well, yeah,
Okay,
Chipotle
well,
mayo's
that's
aight.
I gotta
It-
reaffirm
okay.
my stance on mayo because it goes good with stuff. It tastes bad by itself.
Well, yeah.
Like if it was mayonnaise was the only condiment on my sandwich, I'd be kind of disappointed.
Well, yeah, if you
You
mix
know
it
what?
with other things, yeah.
That is fair. I'll let you have that opinion.
But mayonnaise has a lot more uses when like paired with other ingredients than most condiments do.
Well, yeah,
It's
Actually-
it is a good
versatile.
base.
It's not like ketchup
Yeah.
where ketchup just drowns the taste out of everything you put it on.
I actually changed my opinion from
True.
before. I wouldn't get rid of mustard. I would get rid of ketchup just because
Yeah.
mustard actually has a lot of uses to it.
That's where I'm at right now. Is I just get rid of ketchup. I'm so sick of ketchup. I can't. I haven't used ketchup in months. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, bro. I recently started eating like stone ground mustard,
Yo,
and that shit
yo, that Grey
fire, dude.
Poupon?
Yeah, bro.
That shit's the heat.
Yeah, I know.
Like some of the stone ground kind of the ones that are kind of spicy. It's nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's really like good flavor and stuff. But all right, Steven, what you spend your stim? Are you saving it too?
If I get it, well, I'm already earning more than enough to cover my bills. So
Yeah.
probably just save
You
it.
get it. You're
Because
rich,
I need to-
rich.
I need to start. Well, because the thing is, I want to pay all the student debt, and then I want to go, which is like 10,000. That's not a lot.
No.
Just like nothing for most people.
Damn.
Well, it's a lot for me too. But now I can finally have a way to pay it off. That's awesome. And then, what else am I saving up for? I want to help my mom and dad build a fence because they need that because their fence is falling apart. I want to start saving up because, well, what I would like to do with the book is I want to turn it into like
A movie.
not a movie. You know how you see when people do like virtual
Chick
comics
Hentai.
when like the
yes.
comic is moving
Mangas.
kind of thing, but it's not in animation.
Yes.
So it's like it's not animated frame by frame, but like the still images are moving.
Some
Yeah.
of them, yeah.
Isn't that just anime with more steps?
No, it's actually anime with less steps.
Yeah,
Or you
it's
just
the
talking
reverse.
about a bunch of still. So you're talking about a bunch of still images with voice acting, but they're not like the characters aren't
Like a
moving,
visual
like,
novel.
the shots
Yeah.
are just changing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a visual novel.
Oh, a visual
Hentai
novel.
scenes in it.
Wait, hentai? I'm in on this.
Oh, like
Where do I sign up?
I'll
Again.
let you know.
Bring me the paper that says "sign here for your soul." I'll sign it right now.
All right, let
I'll
me
let
just
you know
ship
when.
this to you real quick.
Joke's on you. Gotta get in line, buddy.
But yeah, so like there's things I want to save up for, and that basically is that kind of stuff. So I gotta work hard, and the stimulus is just gonna help me towards those goals.
True. Big facts.
All right, so so I got my taxes. So like I said, first year filing taxes. Got a
Tax
nice return. Finally got my other stimmies that I didn't get from last year because the whole college life and parents claiming you, independence, and just not getting money and having to be poor even though I was working. And then shut up. And then I got this stimmy, and then I got my check. And so basically, I forgot to mention, I'm building a computer right now, like a new computer. And I'm gonna give my computer I'm using right now. I'm gonna give it to my mom because her computer is going out, and so that's like the big spending thing I'm doing right now. Every check I buy like another part for it. So I'm building a nice PC for me, so I can have, and this is like my PC for like the next 10 years or whatever, just like I did with the last one.
Yeah.
And so after this, it's just I'm gonna save because after I graduate, I want to take a trip. And like the more I talk about it, the more I think it is going to be a 3-week trip. I want to do 1 week heading to the East Coast. I want to do a week in Canada, and I want to do a week in Mexico.
Why can't
Let's go.
Why Canada? Why not, bro? Fucking maple syrup and shit.
Yeah, but that's like the same everywhere. Then everything's also white, both in people and in scenery.
Yeah, snow.
No, I know why.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's what I'm thinking
that's
about.
okay.
But I
That's
don't.
all right.
I might not do like a week on the East Coast. I'm still debating. I do
Is
want to
this
go to
road trip
Canada.
or like flying?
So like I kind of want to do a road trip across the U.S., but like I don't know. So that's the thing I'm thinking about. Like if I do a road trip across the U.S., probably won't go to Canada, just because of like the way the
Okay.
trip is. Um, I'm kind of thinking about like not maybe going to the East Coast and just going to Canada for like 3-4 days, and then like doing maybe like a week and a half in Mexico, just because like I want to go visit my dad's hometown and the neighboring areas and stuff, and just kind of like relax. And it's a lot slower paced over there, so just it feels good. You wake up. Sometimes I literally I sit on the porch in a white t-shirt, shorts, sandals, and I just say hi to people as they walk by. Occasionally I drink a beer. I go get like a torta from down the street.
Occasionally, like every fucking day. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
no, like throughout the day. Occasionally, I drink a beer throughout the day, and then I just
Is
kind
that
of
for
like
breakfast?
relax. Yeah, for breakfast, bro. Beer for
Wake up in
breakfast.
the morning, alky. Go to bed at night, alky.
Alky.
So you know what route you should take? Because I've done this kind of thing before.
Okay.
You should go first down to Mexico. That'd be easiest. Go down, back up through Texas. Go east that way. You'll hit Louisiana. You have to go north. Then start heading northeastish. You want to pass through like Kentucky, Tennessee area, and then I'll take you down to Virginia, all those states, to New York. Then you go left and start heading up, and you'll get towards Niagara Falls when you're hitting the Michigan type area. That's what you want to see. That's the only good to see in Canada, and mainly because the Canadian side is better than the American side, and also all the famous Canadian things are like right in that town that's right there. So like I think Tim Hortons, a coffee shop, and then
Tom Holland's there?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
it's right, kind of right accent, wrong place.
It's close. It's close.
Anyways, then you go down and you go through Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, and you head towards Yellowstone. And that's you would love Yellowstone. Yellowstone's like super pretty. And then you start heading down towards Utah, and as you hit Salt Lake City, and that's when you come back down to Tulare. Like that's like the circle.
Yeah, you see, I wanted to do something like that, but like, if I do that, I might not be able to do like everything else, So
What do you mean by like everything else?
like, cause if I do that, cause like to get to my dad's hometown, that's really far deep. It's like a 36-hour drive to where my dad lives, cause he lives like deep in Mexico. So like to do that and then come back up, it'd be like really, really difficult.
Lots of driving.
Lots
you
of
should take
driving.
someone. Take your sister or something.
Neither one of them knows how to drive.
Well, you could be the only one driving. You could bring a family member.
Why would I bring them if they're not gonna drive? What the fuck?
Because so well.
Okay, so I'll drive.
Okay, Omar, thank you.
But you
like,
should bring someone for that because it would make the trip easier.
I might not be able to like bring you back across the border, Omar. Though, okay? I might have to leave you there.
Wait, just marry me for the one time.
No.
Wait, come on.
That's true.
Come on, son.
Marry you real quick.
Come
Get your
on,
papers.
son.
That's it.
I fight for my fucking life.
All right, so let's move on to the next news topic here. The PS5 is getting a DVR. This kind of took me by surprise, because like,
What the fuck?
Wait, what the
2021.
fuck's a DVR? I honestly don't remember.
so
It's like an 8-track.
digital video recorder, I believe. And so that was like really popular. I remember because my mom used to record all of her novellas with the DVR and watch them the next
Wait, is
day.
it the same thing as the thing you'd record on like cassette tapes? Not cassette tapes. Those big
VHS?
VHS. Yeah.
Kind of.
It's a similar thing. How the VHS could like tape your program for you while it was airing. The DVR is just it's literally digital video recording. It records it saves the live broadcast for you to rewatch later. But you can fast forward.
Oh.
As archaic as it is, we use it. My mom uses it for like live shows she watches, and I watch a couple of the like shows with her.
Well, I'm
Isn't that
saying
like
it
built into
can't-
cable now?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Every cable box comes with it built in. It's been like that since like 09, 010.
But what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying
what I
is,
thought.
do we
Yeah,
really
so
need it on a PS5 in 2021? Because
Dude,
like,
dude,
It's got
Sure.
online streaming services. Like it seems extremely redundant, all things
Right.
considered.
yeah, because like if I want to watch a
dude.
show, I just go to Netflix and I watch the whole show. I don't need to tape it and watch it later like I'm in 19 Dickety 2.
Whoa.
Just in
Don't you want to
case.
see like bomb ass Wanda? What's her name? Scarlet Witch, and then record it just to watch her on PS5.
I
No, do
actually
Disney
do.
Plus, save it,
Way
or do
harder.
DVR, and like you're like in the middle of Apex, and
illegally
then like pull it up.
illegally save it from Disney Plus so you can just watch it later.
Yeah.
I mean, true. I mean, not wrong. I don't
Hey.
know. I think it's just weird, like to see stuff like that still be around. I think just because like okay, so I have this box right, and it gets yeah, it gets all the movies and it gets all the channels. I'm
When it
talking
works.
like no, all the time,
No, when it works.
When it works.
all the time.
When it works.
We had to deal. How long
Okay,
was it we were
Sal.
dealing with it until we found the football game you wanted to watch?
Okay, Sal.
I just
Tell
didn't know
me
the channels.
You tell me when the internet goes out, you can still use it?
No.
Then?
Well, the internet goes out, the cable goes out too. What are you talking about?
No. The internet goes out, you can still use the cable because it's recorded. No, because it's recorded on there.
Oh, shit, you're right. Damn.
So sorry, son. Argument invalid.
I guess that is the one time a DVR is useful, is when there's no service.
Also,
Hey.
my new episode is up on GSMC Podcast Network. Go watch. Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Whoa,
plug.
shameless plug?
Hashtag
Is that a
plug.
shameless plug I hear?
That's a shameless plug, I think.
Yes.
In my own dojo.
In my own.
In my just went live.
dojo.
Like I have no idea when these come live, and I was like watching for it all day, and it
Jojo.
popped up. So had to mention. My bad.
Mr. Krabs,
You're good,
she
you're good.
attacked me.
All right.
In my own.
Next news topic. Google, El Google, is being sued
Google.
for tracking you even when you're in incognito mode. Do you guys actually
lie.
worry about like companies tracking you, or are you just like whatever at this point?
I mean, they're probably just gonna be disappointed because like of the sheer volume I look at in incognito mode.
Oh my
and
God.
Honestly,
So,
same.
You know what? I
You'd be like,
kind
you'd
of
be like, we can't sell this data. This is fucking cringe.
dude. You can sell
Cringe.
anything.
True.
You just gotta find the right
Oh.
person, right buyer.
Yeah, but like
Anything.
that seems like useless information. Okay.
Dude.
Anything?
You've seen a lot of fucking weird shit. So I bet you can imagine there's some weird guy out there who want exactly.
Oh my god! I want to see a POV of me watching it. That's
I
right.
have no cameras on me at any time ever in my house.
That-
Watch the browser history. Like, oh yeah, that's a
I
No,
feel
they
like-
don't need that. They just need to access your phone camera and stream it without your knowledge.
no, it's duct taped.
Jesus Christ.
Don't worry, guys. I super glued it shut.
Well,
Like,
my
take
thing
a
is,
screwdriver at it.
my thing is like, okay, so I open up Google, right, and I go to a website,
Mhm.
and the first thing that pops up at the bottom is like, please accept our cookies, and I'm like, no, fuck off, and it's like, okay, you can't enter
I
our
don't need
website,
cookies.
and I'm like, no, I don't want your cookies, and I want to enter this website, and so like a lot of times I'm like, all
I
right,
want
fuck
it
you,
now.
I'll go to the next website, like I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
When a
And-
news article just goes like, "Hey, by the way, we're stalking you. Is that okay?" Nah, I mean, even if I hit deny, they're probably still gonna do it. but-
Yeah, so like I don't know,
Yeah.
like I'm not, it's not like I'm
That's
like
the thing, is,
concerned
like-
about it, but like at the same time, it's like it's just
No,
annoying.
I feel like we've been so desensitized to it that we just don't care anymore.
Well,
I
it's
think
like if I had the option, I'd rather they didn't track everything I do, but they're gonna do it, and there's nothing you can do to stop them from doing it. Is the thing.
Well, the thing about it, which is why I'm more sensitive to it, is because not just the fact that they're tracking, but because of some in like Chinese social credit system where they monitor everything you do, and you have privileges whether or not you can do certain things based on what you look at, based on what you say. They have a score for every single person.
Yeah.
So it's unsettling if they have the ability to do such a thing, and if it was ever implemented in our own country, oh fuck, we're a little bit screwed.
Just
Like-
a little bit.
Because
A wee bit, Lassie.
like once you get to the point where, and this is if you've read a little bit of what the World Economic Forum is talking about, you might get the hint of this idea, where basically if you say the wrong things, they'll still shut down your money. So that's a thing. It's a little bit of a terrifying
That means
thing.
I'm definitely getting my money shut down. I just say the wrong thing all the time.
I know, right?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
yes.
Oh no.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on to past week in history here. So, March 15th, 44
Caesar
BC.
salad?
Yeah, Caesar salad is killed. Stabbed a shit ton of
Ooh.
times.
Little Caesars is my favorite place. Sad.
So, all right, the thing that like stuff like catches my attention like this is like I started thinking like, damn, school, and I was like, damn, how to read Shakespeare. Do you guys actually remember anything that you guys read from school like for Shakespeare, or is that all just like phew, gone?
I
Line
remember.
for line, no, but I enjoyed some of the plays.
Because like my favorite thing about like Shakespeare, because I read one in college, but that one was really boring because I couldn't understand it. I read one in I read one in high school, a sophomore
Small
year.
brain.
My
Yeah,
brain too
actually,
small.
yeah, I read one sophomore
Brain
year.
go big.
No, junior. I read it junior year, I believe. And I remember after we read it, we watched like 4 movie iterations of the book, and it was like Macbeth. And all
Mm.
those
Macbeth.
movies were terrible, but they were
Oh,
hilariously
all that?
terrible. And so I was like, all right, so that's why like Macbeth, the story, like I know it very well, and like I like whenever I think of it fondly because of the stupid movies we got to watch afterwards. So like for a good week and a half, we were just watching like different versions of the same book, which was pretty cool.
Nice.
I
But like, I
think
guess
I
for
read Macbeth
Shakespeare
in
and
high
stuff, what I remember most is like, so they took us to see Midsummer's Night Dream twice, once in middle school, once in high school, and twice to see 2 guys accidentally make out. But
Wait.
Oh.
Tell me more.
because part of the story is like the characters are running after something. I forgot what they are, and the 2 main male protagonists literally run into each other's lips on accident, and they have to act that out. And well, based on how they act offset, it's not. You don't really know. You have to hint that they're not necessarily acting it out.
They're like, guys, the scene's over.
Whoopsie.
They're like, no, we're still busy. We're still busy.
We're gonna
Well,
do
I
it till we
remember-
feel right.
And because I remember back then, I used to treat school with disdain. The only fond thing I remember from that story is they call this chicken. So part of the story is one chick is madly in love with a guy, and this guy is not madly in love with her. He's mad in love with this other girl. But this
Okay.
girl's madly in love with this other guy. And it's like a circle. And that's the story's about. Anyway, so this girl's chasing this guy that doesn't give a damn, right? And he's like, "You're an acorn." That's what he tells her, and she's like
How dare you.
completely brokenhearted. She's like, "Done."
How do you know?
I didn't know that was my one thing I was insecure about. I'm an acorn.
How does he know my boobs are shaped like acorns?
That reminds me of the stupid scene in one of them for Macbeth, because there was like this one scene where he gets haunted by the person he killed or whatever, and one of them literally just has like a floating knife on like a string, and you can kind of see the string in the movie, like in the final product, and he's like, and the knife is like floating there, and it's the ghost. Can't do it anymore. Yeah, like that.
Well, what I would say
okay.
about it, the scenes aren't necessarily stupid. They're more like, it's such an old. These are old writings that English is so different, and the references and the culture was so different. It's hard for us to connect with it, you know.
Yeah,
Would you egg?
Man.
He stabbed him.
to be or not to
But-
be, that is the question. That's the only one I remember.
But I did start studying Shakespeare for fun this
Oh, no.
past year. And I actually do really like it. Now, when you try to understand it, I think the good thing about Shakespeare is he really understands people. Like for the to be and not to be, even though that's like said all the time, people don't really think about it. What the guy was really questioning in that whole kind of spiel he does is what is real and if anything actually is real. And the reasons for it is, at the time that it was being written, it's when Protestants just split from the Catholics. So the authority of like what is real about theology and who knows what is right and wrong was kind of thrown into a mix. And what a lot of the story of Hamlet deals with is what if there's actually nothing to believe in, and how much that drives people insane.
Damn, homie,
So-
you got me with that deep shit right now.
Oh yeah, because Shakespeare's like that shit, but it's hard to get it because it's archaic ass English.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Literally, the one I read
Yeah,
in
to be fair, you
college.
have to have a pretty big brain to understand. No.
Yeah, the one in college that I read, like I read it, and I really couldn't tell you what it was about. I kind of just like the other 2 books in that class, amazing, loved them. That one, he was like, I have to put this here because like, this is an entry level English class into
So
college.
he didn't even know how to explain it.
No, he kind of just like he's all
Treat liver class.
yeah. He was like this is like not my favorite part, but we're gonna read it. So that book, 10 weeks or whatever in a quarter. That book took up 2 weeks, and the other ones took up the other 8. So we breezed past that one real quick. We kind of just like we're like, okay, we did it. It's over. Move on.
Actually, the thing with Macbeth that you might like, the thing which is a deep part about it, which is cool, is it kind of just deals with your conscience, and that even though things we consider, so like things like murder, and you trying to get away with things like that, even if we convince ourselves initially that we're doing the right thing, gets to us, and that's what kills his wife. And then the speech after that he does when he figures out what happens, it's like, it's such a depressing thing because he's basically saying nothing has any meaning anymore. What the hell am I doing with my life? Like,
True.
and it's just when you understand it, or when you get to that, it's actually like, well, to me, it was impactful to see how low someone was brought.
True.
But
Man, I can't believe Caesar Antonio Zapelli died.
dude, yeah, and even Shakespeare wrote about it.
Shut up.
I can't believe that Shakespeare's just a JoJo reference. What the
Sad.
fuck?
God. All right. Today is
It's always there.
Today's St. Patty's Day. So,
Oh, sure.
all right.
Who?
Do you St. Patrick's Day, bro?
Hey, when I speak, there's green around me. Does that count?
Wait.
According to my zodiac sign, it's green.
Oh, are you an aquarium too?
Oh yeah, dude.
I'm an aquarium.
Big bug. I'm an aquarium too.
last
Oh my
aquarium?
god.
See, world.
Yeah.
Hold
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Did you guys do the whole like pinch if you're not wearing green thing? Because I remember in school they got us in trouble for that.
Yeah, maybe when I was a fucking child last week.
Oh, okay.
Bro, if they did that, I would throw hands no matter who did it.
Really?
And even in elementary and middle school, somebody fucking pinched me. I just turn around and club them. Like,
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
always were like 2 feet taller than everybody, so.
yeah, no, it's like, why are you pinching me, you fucking moron? Stop.
You fucking troglodyte.
This isn't Ireland. Stop.
Because I remember they actually did like
This
the
isn't
whole.
I.
They did the whole announcement thing where they were like, "All right,"
I-E-A-I-O.
like at the
I agree.
beginning.
Stop fucking pitching each other.
We had a lot of those where I remember there was like a Slap Ass Friday, and they were like, "You do that,
Yeah.
you do that again."
Slapping ass Friday. Is that
Yeah,
what
it
it
was
was?
literally was Slap Ass Friday,
Gonzalez.
where everybody
Slap
would like walk around and like slap or kick or whatever people in the ass, right? Like fucking around. And then one day, one guy did it a little too hard, and this girl had to go to the nurse, and then and then
I'm going to Chantwit.
the next morning they were like, "All right, anybody does it ever again, immediate suspension 1 week." And we all looked at each other like, "Word, dog? This just made it
Like,
more
oh,
interesting. This just made it more interesting. This is leveled up now."
The goal is just not to get caught.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. I kind of draw the line as I wouldn't slap a girl's ass, except if it was
What?
my girlfriend.
Loser.
That kind of, no, it feels so disrespectful.
That's the point. They're women. Who cares?
Wait.
Who gives a
wait.
fuck about guys that beat their asses, whatever? But like,
Going to jail.
no.
Yeah, I'll smack Omar's ass. Wait.
Bad.
You have.
I have. I think I
Okay.
have
Don't
on
worry.
accident.
Cheat
On
code.
purpose, on accident. I mean,
Well,
it's
okay,
just
you told him it
I
was an
wouldn't blame you.
accident with
yeah,
Sal's head. It was on
exactly,
purpose.
I
Exactly.
wouldn't blame you.
I mean, Omar just double cheeked up on a Sunday afternoon. Whole lot of
On
ass.
accident. Unless. Oh.
It's like, it'd be a shame if no one just slapped that whole lot of ass right there.
Exactly. It would be a waste.
It's an injustice.
Exactly.
Gods Among Us? Yeah.
All right.
Among
That
Us?
trailer for that
Discussion topics.
Among Us?
comics game?
Discussion topics. All right. So
You guys want to play Among Us?
recently,
Carlos didn't share his thoughts on Shakespeare. What do you think about
Oh,
Big
true.
Brain Englishman?
I think the same thing about Shakespeare that I think about every other piece of literature school ever forced me to read. It's a lot more enjoyable when they're not ramming down all of this shit. Like they're not trying to like tell you what to think about it. Basically,
I feel that.
that's the only. I enjoyed quite a bit of the books I read throughout school, but I just like books. I think like if they told me to read The Lord of the Rings and like told me, oh no, this is how Lord of the Rings works, and you got to think this, that, and the other about these scenes. I think like
True.
dissecting the book during the read is kind of a pain in the ass. It ruins the fun.
Look, man, all I'm saying is, if the author said the door is red, that must mean something.
Probably,
Dude,
yeah.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys-
enjoyed I enjoyed a lot of Shakespeare's works that I read in school, like Macbeth, Shakespeare. Let me pull up a list because I don't remember them off the top of my head because I'm not a huge Shakespeare guy. But they're
Hamlet,
fine.
Othello, Romeo and Juliet,
Yeah,
Midsummer's
obviously
Night's
Romeo and
Dream.
Juliet and Hamlet. Those are the four we read. I don't remember reading like The Merchant of Venice or Midsummer Night's Dream.
There's also Caesar, King Henry VIII.
I thought I said Caesar because we did read Caesar in school and I remember that one.
And those are all the ones I remember. But I actually do have the
remember
complete
reading
works
How to
of
Kill a
Shakespeare.
Mockingbird?
Oh no, Omar.
Yeah, actually, I read
Oh
that.
no, Omar, no! Don't get him started on this. Don't get him started on this one.
I had the best part reading the book.
Omar got to say the line.
I
Got
got
to
to
say
say
you got to say the N word.
Yeah.
in class
Impressive.
in front of everybody. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I was so
Just
excited.
point
I'm
at
like,
them
wait,
while you said it.
I was pointing at the word. I'm like, can I say that? And she goes, yeah, just read it like normal. And I was like,
And Omar put everything he had behind it.
put everything I had into it. And then everyone looked at me like, wow. And I'm like, yeah, so what? It says right here in the book, I can say it.
The book says I can read it. I'm gonna read it.
Exactly.
I feel that.
Damn.
All right, discussion.
It'd be like that sometimes, man.
Fuck, what are we discussing?
Okay, so what's a good Netflix or any other series for that matter that you automatically recommend when someone goes, "Hey, what should I watch?"
Question: Netflix original or anything on Netflix?
Well, I just said Netflix, but literally any streaming platform, anywhere.
What's
Just a
that?
series where you're like this is the one. Like whenever people are like, "Bro, I need something to watch," and you don't want to give them something shitty, you want to give them like your trump card. Like, "Hey, this is a good one. Watch this one."
What's that one that
Fucking
got
Clone
banned
Wars.
off
Clone Wars.
Netflix?
What was that?
What's that one that got banned off Netflix for having like naked children?
Oh, Cuties? Oh, hell no.
Yeah,
That one.
Cuties. Yeah.
I'm like, watch Cuties, bro. 10 out of 10.
Yikes.
But actually though, like probably Gurren Lagann. Clone Wars is another good one, but that's Steven's choice. But yeah, like it's a nice short 24 episode, like just fun anime, you know? Like it's got emotional weight, it's got a good soundtrack, it's got good visuals, it's got giant robots. I'm biased to that. But they're mechs. They're not, they're not fucking treat woman, it's not a
Are
bunch
there any Transformers which are mechs?
No? Right?
I don't think so.
Okay, so because like the distinction between being a mecha and being a robot is the mecha is piloted by
Yeah, you
something
get to
else.
pilot it.
Yeah, most if not all Transformers are autonomous and
sentient.
function independently. They're like sentient beings. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the one where there's a little guy inside? The one you told me about that one time.
In
Oh, yeah, that one.
Japan, during season 4 of the original series, like the
Uh-huh.
fourth line of figures, like in year 4 of the series, there were headmasters.
That's
And in
what
the
I'm thinking.
West, the larger body was the original character, and they got damaged, like mortally wounded, and their head had to be like transplanted with a smaller robot. And so the smaller robot turned into their head. It was a stupid gimmick, but basically it was like a symbiotic relationship. It was two living organisms. But in Japan,
Oh.
the giant robot body that turned into the car or whatever was just a lifeless robotic body, and it was effectively a mech. So
Okay, because that was like,
Fringe-
that was the one time I knew about
yeah,
like,
so
potentially.
fringe cases there are mechs, and they just call them transtectors instead of transformers.
Huh.
Okay.
But no, like mecha's completely different. It's a dead medium now, and like there's fucking no mecha anime anymore ever produced because like nobody's
Well,
interested in
isekai,
giant
dude.
robots. Huh?
Well, because isekai, dude. Those are everywhere.
That's true. What actually killed off mecha was idle anime because Super Dimension Fortress Macross.
No.
No.
Do you know Gundam?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
So when Gundam started trying to appeal to a wider audience, like more than just like hype to giant robots, they were also trying to appeal to horny teenagers. They started
Oh,
introducing
no.
idol girls into their show. So like there would be bits where like the idol girls were part of whatever organization the Gundams were part of, right? And they would like do fundraisers or whatever and dance, right, in their idol girl outfits. And so that idol anime killed off mecha because mecha just turned into idol anime.
Well, the sad part about it is it's not horny teenagers, it's lonely 30-year-olds.
Well, they tried to appeal to horny teenagers.
He said it.
30-year-olds is the audience with the money. So
Exactly.
He's not wrong. This man is.
Actually,
There's like 2 million languages. This man is speaking facts.
Dude, it's only when I start drinking that wrinkles my brain smooth out.
dude,
He
wrinkles.
drinks and the wrinkles just start to like melt away, and then it just becomes smooth.
Yes.
This side right here. This side, smooth. This side over here.
Also smooth. All right, Omar, how about you?
What was the question?
Oh my god. All right, Steven, how about you?
Oh shit! What were we talking about? Oh, Netflix. I said Clone Wars.
Clone Wars.
Oh yeah, Netflix.
Because like it makes like Anakin is like it made Anakin, the character that I really like, into a good character.
Okay.
Yeah, Clone Wars is the redemption arc to the writing of Darth Vader prior to becoming Darth Vader. Like Anakin. Okay, so out of the prequels, right? I actually think Anakin is fine in part of 2 and all of 3.
Okay.
But God is Anakin bad in episode 1 and like the bulk of the prequels. Like the prequels just leave a bad taste in Star Wars fans' mouths if if that's the only Star Wars you've ever experienced. Or if you've experienced the original trilogy and then you watch the prequels, it's like, wow, this is shit by comparison.
Question: Is Luke? Do you prefer Luke over Anakin? Because I actually prefer Anakin over Luke. Luke was too stale for me.
Anakin, if you take the Clone Wars into consideration, Anakin by a mile. They're both kind of the same for me in the prequels. Like Anakin obviously has his whole like fall to the darkness and this and that, but Luke has to be like the straight-laced, lawful good white knight. Like he's the Jedi character, he's the hero. He does succumb to his like anger and stuff for a bit in episode 5.
Yeah.
But it's not nearly as pronounced as Anakin's. But Anakin also had to, fall to the dark side and everything and become the antagonist of the
series.
Of the
Well,
series
at least
for
the next series, because then, we don't talk about the new ones.
The prequels is just, I don't know. Clone Wars is great, especially if you like never seen Star Wars before and you're like watching it in order. Like you get attached to those characters a lot more, I think. Like Clone Wars is really good. If you like Star Wars but you didn't like the prequels, Clone Wars is really good.
So is Clone Wars the prequel to the prequel?
No, Clone Wars is in between episode 2 and 3. So like the Clone Wars begin in episode 2. Clone Wars, the series, is actually 2 series. One that's like a 2D animation, one's a 3D animation. So we're talking specifically about the 3D animation. Okay. But that's the story literally after episode 2, all the way up to actually what happens outside when Order 66 happens. But you see what happens. Well, you see like clones literally turning in and shooting on Jedi. Like you see the end of it.
The final season of the Clone Wars that Disney did, that's like a Disney Plus exclusive or whatever.
Yeah.
It takes place like right up to and during Revenge of the Sith.
Damn. So they just bridge that gap.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, no, because there's a huge gap between 2 and 3. Yeah, because like, the Clone Wars starts maybe a year, if that, into the Clone Wars, and then the TV show spans the entire Clone Wars. It redeems the prequels timeline. Like it redeems that chunk of the timeline for a lot of people. I really enjoy it because the prequels, like if you watch 1, 2, and 3, there feels like a lot happens off screen between movies.
Okay.
Compared to the original trilogy, there's much broader gaps because it has to go from Anakin being a fucking kid on Tatooine all the way to him being a grown-ass man and falling to the dark side. And Anakin Skywalker, the way he's written and treated in the prequels, just makes him a far more enjoyable protagonist than most other Star Wars protagonists. Like Clone Wars Anakin is great.
Okay. All right. How about you, Omar? What you feeling?
You already said cuties.
Bro, definitely look up cuties.
No, stop. Cringe.
Actually, so I don't go to jail. This one's kind of long, and I would recommend it if you got like time to kill and you're just looking for like hella seasons, like hour-long episodes, and it's supernatural.
Okay. Only
because like I love to watch Supernatural. It's fucking awesome. I still haven't finished it consequently, even though like I tell people to watch it. It's because like I'll watch it I'll binge it for a while, then I'll be like, all right, I'm done. Yeah. And I'll go back and I'll go, okay, now I'm done again. But for real,
now I'm done. Remind me what it's about, because I feel like I know it. I feel like I've seen it before.
It's so basically two bubbers, one evil, one bad, kind of. hunt monsters. So like the stuff that goes bump in the night, they bump back.
Oh.
So as in like werewolves, vampires, shapeshifters, ghosts, demons, angels. I think there's leviathans.
Ooh.
Yeah, and like it's got like 11 seasons. All episodes are like an hour long, almost, at like 48 minutes, I think.
Yeah, you know,
Or
the
like
classic running time for a TV show.
yeah, the classic. And I will say at first it starts off kind of slow because like they're like, oh, dad's missing, and he's on a hunt, and that's what they call hunting the monsters. It's a hunt or whatever.
Oh, the Hunt
And
Showdown?
so, oh yeah, pretty much. And so, for the most part, it's really cool. It's cool how you see them get out of scenarios and stuff. But like as you're watching, you're like, man, it's like the cops should have caught up to him by now. Like it's just they make really dumb mistake.
There's
and
some like laps or gaps in logic there sometimes.
a lot.
Okay. They try to like leave
because,
empty
like, they're the
gaps.
main guys.
Okay.
That's because they're the main guys.
Yeah, true. The only reason I was like, oh damn, is because my sister just started watching Supernatural probably about 3 weeks ago, and she loves it. Like I remember seeing it all the time on like the CW because I used to watch Arrow, which
No.
which
sorry.
was why I love Archers. Okay, I
I
love
was
Archers.
saying it's like the Robin Hood version of like Hawkeye.
Yeah. So I would watch that, you know, on weeknights or whatever at like 8 p.m. And right before that was Supernatural. So like I would always like see like the ending, and I was like, this seems kind of cool, but I have no idea what's going on right now. Like I'm so lost.
Yeah.
So Sal, you telling us is Arrow your pick for what people should binge watch?
No, not even close. Not even close.
Oh wait, so can we deposit? Can we pause it?
Yes.
Deposit, whatever. Can we put two
Deposit?
answers?
Yes,
Can we
yes.
deposit? Can I put it in the bank? I'm gonna lock in another answer.
Yes.
If you don't- like a quick binge, Gurren Lagann, but I've been enjoying One Piece a lot lately, and I'm about
You already said that.
I didn't say One Piece.
He said Gurren Lagann. He's like reiterating what he said
Like
before.
reiterating, if you don't want to sit there for 3 years, Gurren Lagann, in and out like 3 days. But One Piece. Dubbed or
Is it
subbed.
actually good? Because like
Yeah.
I've been the only thing that I know about it is that
actually
it's really
good?
long, and what I've been told, it takes a little bit to get going. But there are so many episodes that may not be worth it.
So I hear a lot of people on the internet say watch the first 100 episodes.
Yes.
If you get to the Arlong
daunting.
Park arc and you don't like the show, like when you hear the name
Just get out.
Arlong Pirates or Arlong start going, like finish that arc. And if you're not feeling it, then you're pretty much done. It's a really good show. Like it's got a really small cast of main characters, but they all got big personalities and they're really enjoyable. And it's dumb. And the show
Movie.
the show was written for like kids obviously when it came out, but like as the audience has matured, the show gets more mature and like heavy as the story progresses.
Oh yeah.
And there's even like a
Yeah,
time
it's big
skip
brain
arc
time.
about halfway through the show where like it skips 2 years ahead, so the cast becomes more mature, so the show becomes more mature.
Yeah.
Also, it's got a lot of shit post potential. Like it's just a good meme.
What's
It's
your
an
favorite
enjoyable-
character?
Movie. Movie.
Either
Don't
Zorro
You
or
better not say
Frank.
the dude with the two swords. You said the dude with the two swords.
Zorro's got 3 swords actually.
He holds between his butt cheeks.
My favorite's probably Frankie though, because he's got blue hair and he's a cyborg, and he's just a fucking joke. He's voiced by Patrick Sates, who does a bunch of dub voice work. That's because I'm watching the dub because it's easier to digest. Because I can just like, if there's like a filler episode or like a slow episode, I can be doing something else.
Yeah. That's always nice.
But I read the manga, so I know the actual source material. It's fine.
Oh wow. Which one's better, manga or anime for this specific one? Because each show is different, you know.
Oh, they're about the same. The manga is a lot faster. I read about 100 chapters the other day, and that's maybe 200 episodes. Now like 125, 150. It's a really good show to sit and binge with someone though, like just to like watch and hang out with. Amy and I've been doing that a bunch. We've been watching through it.
Cool.
So-
Good for you guys.
It's just it's a commitment. Like when you finish an arc, like if you don't wanna keep watching it, like you swapping to another show and then coming back after an arc, because each arc's like 120 episodes, 140 episodes.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Like in a 24 like episode chunk of One Piece, which is like the length of most like 2 core anime shows right now.
Yeah. Huh?
Not as much
Mhm.
happens in a standard anime as happens in One Piece. Like One Piece takes a while to get places, but it's fun. It's like, I mean, if you like Naruto,
You are my friend.
it's like Naruto, where it takes forever for something to happen, but the pacing feels better than like Dragon Ball. Like if you were watching Dragon Ball Z, you know, Dragon Ball Z takes like forever for anything to happen in it.
Well, that's only because they were trying to keep up with it. They didn't want to go past the manga, so they just inserted a lot of filler space in every episode of
Yeah,
like,
well-
we're gonna
well,
have an extra 5 seconds of I'm gonna stare you down till I beat your ass in the face. So
True.
sad.
One Piece has filler, but not as much, I don't think, as like Dragon Ball or as Naruto. It feels like the pacing's pretty good.
I watched the
Mm.
first season of Dragon Ball, and then I was like, I'll watch the other ones later.
You're like, I'll just
Bastards.
go back to Dragon Ball at some point, and then you never do.
And then I never
Watch
did.
Dragon Ball Abridged. Do that.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God,
actually
no.
better than watching Dragon Ball Z. Is watching Dragon Ball Z abridged.
Well,
Oh,
it's
no,
better
right.
if you Dragon Ball Z Abridged gets a lot better if you actually understand the references. But if you just want to get into Dragon Ball a little bit, watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged or Dragon Ball Z Kai. Both of those are good.
Yeah, Kai's like Dragon Ball Z, but with actual pacing.
Yeah.
True. All right, y'all ready for mine? Mine's like
Yeah.
mine's more closer to like Omar's. Mine's
You
Friends.
can't shelf shame and put yourself in.
Did you say Friends?
Friends.
Like a sitcom?
Yeah, sitcom. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Rachel's cute. So.
Bro, Rachel.
Sitcom.
Bro, I used to have a
Sit-
crush on Rachel back in high school, dude. I was like, damn, she cute, and like she's still kind of hot now, bro. And she's like,
She is.
She's like 50 something.
What's funny, I used to go back and forth between her and Monica, but Rachel aged better.
She
Rachel
did.
aged way
Rachel
better.
did age better. I don't know. I think it's just like it hits me a lot in the nostalgia. I think it is actually funny. Like
It is.
there's a lot of like sitcoms now that people are like, oh, it's hilarious, and I'm like, it doesn't make
Young
me laugh
Sheldon?
like Friends does. No, it doesn't
Sheldon
make me
It's like garbage.
laugh
That's
like.
just because of the Big Bang Theory spinoff.
Big
Yeah.
Bang Theory is a little bit garbage. Watch How I Met Your Mother.
Okay, so people tell me if you love Friends, you'll love How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Butter.
Mother.
I
So
don't
like
have
people.
time for sitcoms.
People tell me that. So like, you know, I've been thinking about watching How I Met Your Mother, but like, I don't know. It's just like whenever people are like, "What's a good show?" I'm like, Friends. You'll love it. Like it's funny. Like if you don't think about too much about the logic of like these people never work. They're always hanging out and they do stupid shit all the time. Like how do they have this? Because I think canonically they're all in like their mid-20s, and so like if you think about it too deep, you're like, damn, I'm 21 and I have crippling debt, depression, and I don't do anything. But why are these guys all living in a free apartment in New York City and having fun? Like, if you don't think about it like that, the series makes sense and it's funny, and like there's recurring themes. I think, like, the comedy does evolve throughout the show. So like the stuff near the end is a lot of callbacks and a lot of like, I feel a little bit more drier humor. The beginning is a lot easier to get into. Like if you watch maybe the first 5 seasons, maybe even 6, and you stop there, you'll be fine. After
Like,
that,
just watch the show.
well,
So-
the thing is, like, after like the first 6 seasons or whatever, like I feel like those were like those are for the dedicated fans. Like those were episodes where like if you knew what was going on and you were invested in the show, like they were great and you loved them. The only gripe I have is the last season, way too short. And the way they wrapped it up, like the last like 5 episodes, there's so much shit that happens, and like you could tell it was like on Tuesday they walked in and were like, all right, we're ending the show next month, and everybody looked at them like, word? Like, yeah. And so they're like, all right, let's film the next 5 and like cover, I don't know, 17 major life decisions and end it. It just felt kind of rushed. But like I said, if you watch like the first 5, maybe 6 seasons, like I feel like you'll really enjoy it. After that, like if you're really enjoying it and you're having a good time and you're like, bro, this is awesome, you watch the next 4, you'll also enjoy it a lot.
Well, I think the big issue with the last season more is there's a lot of episodes where it's like recapping the prior seasons.
Yes.
And like they
Yes.
just sit there and it's like, oh, remember we did this? And it like literally plays a big part of the last episode of like
it does.
an old
I
episode.
skipped those episodes, so that makes the last season even shorter.
But
Because like I said, it's a lot of like it's like a
Among Us?
Homage to like the
Oh,
people
Among Us.
who watch like the old seasons or whatever.
Oh,
It
a
is.
Mirage.
So
Yeah.
it peaks like SpongeBob in the early game.
Yes.
Well, actually, it's more of like it has a big, steady kind of rise, and then the end kind of falls apart. It's not like a big peak at the beginning. It's consistent.
It consistently gets better, but like there is a fall off fairly fast towards the end.
What's that one where motherfucking Blueberry Hill? No. The one that everyone's watching now, that took replacement of The Office.
I have no idea. I don't watch sitcoms nowadays.
I don't. Fuck.
Hey, if you
Basically for a while, everyone for a while was saying, "Oh, watch The Office, The Office, The Office, The Office," no matter
Yes.
what, or like Parks and Recs.
Yes.
Now it's a new one, and I guess a bunch of people are watching it, but I'm like, I've never heard of it.
I don't know. The Office never really hit me as much as others.
So
I will say that. I'm sorry. Go on, Omar.
no, that was me.
I didn't say anything.
Oh,
I was gonna say,
I thought-
I was gonna say I watched The Office and it was good. I don't want to say it was bad. I saw it all the way through one time because my ex-girlfriend was like, "It's the best show on earth," and I was like, "I bet I'll watch it." And I was like, "Okay, it's funny and it's nice, and I understand the memes
I don't
now,
know
but it's no
but
friends.
but it's not Friends." Yeah, I was like, "But it's not, it's not Friends."
God damn it!
It's like I like Pam, but she's nowhere near Rachel.
Yeah, exactly. I like that, but she's not Rachel. I mean, come on.
I was gonna say, if you want two sitcoms that I think are actually just as kind of funny as Friends, and I think the girls are cuter, watch the
Girls.
George Lopez show.
Girls. Oh, George Lopez show. Of
The
course.
George Lopez show.
Bum,
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.
and copyright strike.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.
I could actually play that song in the bass.
Eee.
Hello, Ryder.
And then what's the other one?
The other one, How I Met Your Mother. All the girls are super cute, and I think cuter than Rachel and
Whoa,
Monica.
everybody. Whoa,
Yes.
everybody, whoa.
except maybe
Yeah,
maybe Amy.
Okay.
You gotta slow your roll.
But also, it's a humor. I think is actually funny. Sometimes it goes into a little bit of the absurd
Okay.
for their humor,
Uh-huh.
but I kind of like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
but it's absurd in a different way that Friends does it. But
Okay.
they also have actual jokes because, like, actually, I realized with this about how about Big Bang Theory. A lot of it is they just say something
Never got into
nerdy, something not even a joke, and then it's a laugh track. And it's
Yeah,
Hey guys.
that's true.
Never got into it,
Hadron
though.
colliders,
Big
am I right?
Never did it.
And then the laugh track plays. It's just bad.
Yeah, very true.
My
That's
mom
the formula.
My mom watched like so many seasons of Big Bang Theory. So when I was like in middle and high school, I would just hear it. She'd be like, "Oh, that's like you and your friends," and I'm like, "Oh man, I'm gonna go actually jump off a 4-story building head first. Thank you."
yeah, my parents did that too.
She's like, "What? You guys are like nerds too?" And I'm like, "I love being stereotyped."
Wow, that's not racism. What kind of ism is it?
Nerdism.
Uh,
Socialism.
it's just being
Communism.
stereotyped. I don't know. What the,
Sayonara.
I'm not actually sure what the terminology is because I'm too smooth brained to know big words. I haven't eaten a thesaurus recently, so I haven't
You,
absorbed
you
its
think
power.
you think these are big words? Sexism, racism. They just have ism at the end of them. We just gotta make one.
We just gotta make
Nerdism
one up.
probably
Yes,
isn't.
make one up right now, Carlos. We'll make another ism
Fuck,
real
I
quick.
don't know.
What
I'm
would it
smooth
be?
brained for this right now.
Smooth brainism.
Hold on,
That's
I think
what
it's-
it is.
I think
Smooth
he's onto
brainism.
something.
Smooth brainism. There we go.
Oh,
I think he's onto something here.
I'm actually sure there's terminology for it. I'll have to look it up.
You're being nerdist. That's what you are.
Oh my God, he's true. He's facts. All right.
geekness?
Last one. Who was your coworker from hell? This one basically was brought up because I was talking to Omar casually as I was making this list, and it reminded me of him telling me about like a shitty coworker,
Mm.
and I was like, "Tell me about it." Who wants
Sally,
to
you go first this time.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah.
So, this was like a long time ago because I've only really had 2 jobs. One of them I worked with my grandfather, so like, he was all right, I guess. And then that
I
was
thought you were to talk crap about your grandfather.
no. Hold up, wait a minute. I don't like where this is going. No, I worked as a gardener and like whatever, and then immediately after that, the next job I got was Pinnacle, and so working there. And I've seen a lot of people come and go. The coworker from hell, I don't think he really was from hell, but like it was just like it really bugged me that he worked there and was there, and I just wanted him to leave. Eventually he quit. He just couldn't, handle it. But literally I would get to work, and this was still when I was in high school, so I would get there in my last quarter. So I'd get there around 2 p.m. Every other day, school day, and then I would stay till 5. So I'd work or whatever from no, I'd work from 1 to 5, which I think was like I'd work till the end of the school day, and then I'd work extra hours till they closed. And so, they hired him on, and supposedly he was going to like the local community college, and that's what he said. That's what he was doing, and he was like a friend of, or he was the son of a friend that my boss knew. So my boss was like, "Yeah, I'll give him work. He can work here, and like we'll teach him, and he's already going to school, so this will be great for him." His name was Joseph Alafa, and I used to call him Joseph Alfalfa, and it's funny.
Wow.
So like the first couple of days he shows up, right, and he's just wearing like a regular t-shirt and shorts, and me being me, in high school overachiever, I was always wearing a button up, like with my sleeves rolled up. I was wearing jeans and I was wearing running shoes. Every day that I had that class or work, I would wear stuff like that so that, when I'm in the office, or sometimes my boss would take me on like service calls, I'd go out and I'd meet like important people. I didn't want to look trashy, so I wanted to look, I don't want to be wearing like dorky school clothes or whatever, which that was normally underneath. Like there was a comic shirt underneath my button up, but, it was buttoned up. And so, like, show up all nice. And so, like, he kind of, like, realized what my dress code was, which my dress code, I was copying, like, the guy that basically taught me most of what I know, my coworker, Alex, my buddy. And he kind of did the same thing, but he would wear short sleeve button-ups, and he would wear jeans, and he would wear, like, nice work shoes or whatever. And so
Sounds a better choice of shirts.
what happened?
You have a better choice of shirts.
Yeah, I like long sleeve rolled up. That was the style, bro. And so
Good stuff.
yeah, and so basically, like, I'm showing up like that or whatever. And so, he's showing up in his whatever t-shirts for the first week. The next week, I go in on a Monday because it so happened that it landed on a Monday, right? Because of 8AB day stuff. And I get there, and I see him sitting in my chair wearing a button-up with his hair combed back, pants, and running shoes. And I was like, get the fuck out of my chair. I didn't say that, but I wanted to, and I wanted to punch him in the face because I was like, fuck you. Don't try to copy me. And it really irked me because, like, there was only 3 seats, and so there was me, Alex, Joseph, Sam, Amy. So there's 3 seats, and there's 4 of us technically because Amy had her own office separate from us because she didn't like dealing with our bullshit, which I understand. I wouldn't like to deal with our bullshit either if I didn't have to, because she does mainly billing and stuff and ordering, so she doesn't have to worry about tech stuff. So her office was always clean. Ours was a fucking chaotic mess because there was parts everywhere all the time. We were working on things. And so, like, there's only 3 seats. And so, like, he's sitting in what is my desk, and normally he would sit in Alex's desk because Alex wasn't, like, there most of the time because he was always on site and stuff doing things like that. So, like, he would hop in and out of the office, but, like, wasn't really there all the time. And so that's why Joseph was there, because he was supposed to, like, kind of take care of in-house stuff so that Alex could go out more. And so, Alex's chair is empty. Sam's not there, and he's sitting in my desk. Technically not my desk because we're supposed to share it, but whatever, right? And so I was like, so I sit down in Alex's chair, and I sit down and I look at him and I go, I like the shirt. And he was like, yeah, trying to be a little more professional, this and that. I was like, that's good. I was like, okay. And I'm just like working my stuff, and then
I'm gonna kill you.
And then
Should have sat in his lap, dude.
Oh my god. And so he's like sitting in his chair, and I had this thing where I'd lean back or whatever. And so I lean back, right, in my chair. I unlock the chair and I lean back because normally, like, it's locked or whatever. So I'm leaning back, and I'm just like, scrolling through my stuff for Dell because at the time I was taking exams, and I see him scrolling through his stuff, and he just started, and I think I had like 1 left. So he was like, could you, like, send me, like, your notes? Because I took, like, hardcore notes on all of it so I could pass all the exams. And he was like, could you, like, send it to me so, like, I could take them? Because, like, Sam was getting mad at me because, like, I haven't taken them yet. And I was like, yeah, bro, what's your email address? And he gave it to me, and I just never sent it to him. I sent it to him, but I just, like, put 1 letter different, so it fucked up. So, like, later on when he asked me, I was like, yeah, I sent it to you. I don't know why it didn't go through. Look. And he was like, oh, okay. I was just trying to be sly. And so I clearly remember him seeing me lean back, and then him kind of, like, I see him, like, slowly reach down to unlock his chair, and I hear, like, the little click of him unlock it. He leans back. As soon as he leans back, okay, so this guy, Joseph, a little bit of a bigger guy, right? A little bit of a gut. Shirt,
You're fat
shaming.
Shirt a little too small. button up a little too small. Leans back. You know, when you lean back, your stomach kind of puffs out a little bit. It pops one of his buttons and it shoots and it cracks the screen.
Oh.
I shit you not. I shit you not. He leans back and it pops off and hits the screen and it like cracks it a little bit. And I was like, try not to laugh. Don't laugh, Sal. Don't laugh, Sal. That's fucked up. That's mean. And he was so embarrassed. He took it off. And I didn't know what to say. Like, I started to feel bad for the guy, but at the same time, I was like, fuck you. That's what you get. And then he stopped wearing button-ups after that. And then literally, like, not even a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks later, he just kept fucking shit up because he wasn't asking questions. Like, when he didn't know how to do something, instead of, like, just clarifying and making sure he did it right, he would just fucking do it anyways, which, like, caused him to fuck several things up. And then one day my boss was like, do you know what the fuck you're doing? Are you okay? Like, do you need to fucking go home? And he literally walked outside and, like, started crying. And so I was like, damn, homie, you good? And so then, like, Sam went out there and was like, apologizing, I'm sorry, didn't mean to, like, be mean to you like that or whatever, like, but, you need to, like, focus and, like, ask questions, and, like, there's several times that you've, like, messed things up instead of, like, paying attention, like, you're being very careless, and, like, we're working with sensitive people's information, so we need you to, like, be on your A game and stuff. Because I think he had, like, and
Like specifically sensitive people, like they'd all get really offended easily.
no, like
You mean you were working with sensitive information from people, not sensitive
yes,
people's
yes,
information.
yes. So like
you don't discriminate between just sensitive people and like people that can
regular
actually
people.
take it.
No. Like, accidentally erasing somebody's pictures. Like, why the fuck did you just do? Like.
Did he do that? Did he actually do that?
That was another guy, but
Oh my god.
Yeah, I forget. He erased something or messed something up for a client, and then we had already given them their computer back, and Sam found out about it afterwards, and so that's why he told him that. Because that day, like, I swear to you, I was there for like from 1 to 5, so like 4 hours. He fucked up like 4 times, and Alex let me know that he had fucked up like 4 times in the morning, and I was like, okay, maybe it's just not your day, but it's not your week either. Like, because this has been like ongoing, and so like the next day,
I take it back. It just ain't your career. Sorry,
dude. Next day just doesn't come in after that, and like emails my boss and says, I need you to send me my last check. I quit. My boss was like, all right, you can wait till payday. I'll give it to you payday. For just quitting on me like that. Not even, I think he was there for like a month and a half, but he was like real quick in and out. But I was like, bro, don't even try to fucking step to me. And then karma got him. I don't know, I guess. But yeah, that's my coworker from hell, quote unquote. Thank you for coming to my
So
TED
he's
Talk.
just like the opposite of you,
Damn.
I guess.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
When's the free food get here?
Fuck you.
Oh shit. I mean,
Who's next?
I got a chick. Well, she actually was okay. So this is interesting. I used to work at the airport, right?
Yes.
And I got to know a lot of people. Everyone seemed to like me, so I didn't have to deal with this girl's problems. But this girl, this girl. So what I would hear from the other coworkers, she would act all sweet and nice when you would talk to her normally, but when you're on the job, she would be talking shit about everyone, and like not just like normal gossip stuff. No, she'd be like cursing them out and like pointing out everything she hated about people. And she'd just be always angry and bringing the mood down for like everyone else. And I guess it caught me off guard because every time I talked to her, she was incredibly sweet. And I just never suspect she was like a mom at like 17, so maybe that was the reason for her anger issues. But like
she's mad at the world.
She wasn't that pretty, so it was like, how did you get pregnant at 17? Who did it?
Oh my god. Hey bro, paper bag.
So she was interesting. That's I can't say she's a coworker from hell because I didn't have to deal with her hellish side. I just saw the fallout on other coworkers, like kind of like the look in their eyes of like, what the hell did I just work with for the past 4 hours? But yeah, that's mine. I don't remember her name. Just some rando.
True. I mean, you did work with a lot of people though. Like literally,
red shirt. Yeah.
honestly. I mean, I've only ever had like.
A couple of seasons.
Yeah, I've only ever had like 3 or 4 coworkers, so like, there's very few for this shit to happen.
There was also like this one chick. She would. I guess this is a coworker of hell. She would like, whenever I had to go by, she'd compliment and hug me. But that was weird.
Oh no.
But that, yeah, she was this black girl, and she would always do that with all the guys. And why it was weird. That was the reason why it was weird. It wasn't because that was what she did to me. It was like it happened everywhere, and I was like, oh, that's what you like.
This would be very nice, bro. Just very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
How about,
He's
how
a
about you,
chair.
Omar? There's gotta be at least one bad person at Home Depot.
Fuck. Wasn't I already telling you about this person? I don't even
No,
remember.
I know you
fam.
were. That's why I brought it up.
Today
Man, I
or
want to
when?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same one that you always tell me about.
Wow, Omar, I don't know this one.
I don't know it either.
I thought we was
The-
homies. I thought we was
the-
like this,
The white lady.
but now I know we like this.
The white
What?
lady. The white lady. The one that's like hella fucking bossy all the time.
I narrows it down. There's a lot of white people at Home Depot.
There's a lot of white people.
There
at
is a
Home
lot of
Depot.
white people.
Oh,
There
golly
is
gee
a lot of
willikers.
white
These sure are some good floorboards, Omar. Thank you much.
Omar?
You're welcome.
That's
You're welcome.
That's a reference you don't get.
That's what they call them at Home Depot. They call
No,
them.
no one at Home Depot calls him that. A friend of ours that we don't really talk to anymore called him that.
Call me that.
back
You're
in-
cringe.
Called him that because he used to play a lot of Pikmin and a lot of Smash, and he was like, Omar, like Olimar
Sorry.
from
Bad memory.
Pikmin.
So you mentioned Pikmin and Smash, and I thought Sal. I'm sorry.
No, Sal's,
Yeah.
Sal's not nearly this cringe.
Yeah, not.
Do I know
not on
it
that
too,
level.
or you just messing with me?
I mean, you complain to me about a lot of people that are bozo brain at Home Depot, but you normally complain about-
Exactly. So I'm like,
Oh, normally you complain like the manager, the one manager or whatever, the one's like a bitch to you.
oh.
Oh fuck, roll out.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm
So
Pluto now.
all right. So it is a coworker, but she's kind of like a department head.
Okay.
So she is above me. And all right, I gotta fucking hold on. Let me beat this guy real quick, and then I can focus.
Oh my god.
Beat this
Okay.
guy?
1, 2, 3,
Did math.
He's playing
Wait.
Hearthstone, so he's trying to count his hit points.
Okay, shut up. I did it already. Okay, so today's St. Patrick's Day, and they gave me like a little baggie. It had like a cookie in it, a lollipop, and some like candy, whatever. And she also gave me this piece of paper that had like a scavenger's hunt on it. And I'm like, do I look like 5 to you? What the hell? And then she was like, here, complete it and you get to be in a raffle. I'm like, cool, what do we win? And she goes, oh, these cool pieces of paper that you wipe your butt with. Oh, okay, cool. I'm not interested. And what those are called Homer Bucks. Homer Bucks are literally worthless unless you get so many that you can buy stuff off the Home Depot gear store. And off there, you can do like polos, cups, some jackets, like really good gloves, and some house office supplies, I guess.
Did you say
And-
Homo Bucks?
Homer Bucks, like Homer Simpson.
Oh,
but from Home
oh,
Depot,
okay.
The fucking guy whose
Homer
hat
Bucks?
covers his
Yeah.
eyes, like the hentai protagonist. Yeah.
Yeah, like the ugly bastard tag, that's him.
Okay.
So basically,
The ugly bastard tag is you.
so basically, she goes, you get a raffle, and then you get like $10 or whatever if you win. And I'm like, that's literally useless. No, thank you. Because I think a shirt on there's like $32. Like a good polo, if you get one that just says Home Depot, it's like $15. They do hats too, but like to get the bucks in general, you have to get like leads and measures, and those just give the company more money because they literally gut them for like every cent they got for it. But I didn't say that. Anyways, I was like, I'm not doing this stupid scavenger hunt, so I just sat at the desk, and then I went on my break. I'm like, screw this. Like a couple hours later, I went on my break because she gave it to me as soon as I came in. I'm on my break, chilling, eating some munchies, drinking some water. And then she comes in and goes, hey, Omar. And I'm like, what's up? And she's like, oh, did you finish that scavenger hunt? And I was like, kind of, maybe. And she laughs a little bit and goes, what is that supposed to mean? And I'm like, well, I knew some of it. I knew some of the stuff that was on there because it was like pretty generic questions like, how much do we charge for this install? If you go to the carpet, how many days is it for shipping and install? And it's just a bunch of store questions. So I didn't really care. I can give two shits. And then I told her, well, I knew some of the answers, but I wasn't gonna answer them all. And then I saw that there's one I have to go to the carpet section, and I didn't want to go over there because if I go over there, that means I have to help somebody. And then her, being the DH, kind of looked at me like really confused and puzzled because customers is number one, but like I don't care. And so she kind of looked at me like like eyes wide, kind of staring at me, kind of troubled. And then she tells me, she looks at me and she goes, "You know how that sounds to me, right?" And I'm like, I literally drop my chips, I raise my hands and go, and I just make the motion of like the thing she said went over my head, like I did the little motion thing, and then I just played dumb the whole way. And then she was just kind of like, still like eyes like really big, like oh my gosh, like. And then as she was walking away, I'm like, "Hey man, ignorance is bliss." And then she kind of laughs like quietly and goes, "No." And then she leaves, and I'm like, "Ah, well." But basically, she's like a big power hungry kind of person. I told you about this person before, Carlos.
Oh, okay.
So don't even say like,
no, it's all coming together now.
Yeah, and she's like very power hungry, and she's like very bossy and stuff. She like has this nice side where she's like, but then like same with like Steven said, she like was like, "Oh, this guy's super lazy, doesn't do any work, didn't get anything done." Da 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 da. And I'm just like, "Hey man, you do you, but you're not my department head, okay?" Because my department head is the guy in lumber. So, and he says, "You're doing a good job," so that's all I need to hear.
Exactly.
But there's that one, and then from RNN, gotta be this tall white guy, fucking barely have any hair. I think he's Portuguese. He worked in the milk section. That guy was a bitch.
Oh, that's weird, dude. Because I remember this fucking little short fucking Mexican piece of shit never did anything around the goddamn store. Yeah.
Oh, I know him. That's me.
Yeah, he wasn't actually talking about you, Carl. He was talking about the other white guy.
There's literally no other white people at RNN besides my boss, Danny. And Danny is not tall.
Danny? Yo, it's okay. I'm talking about Virgin Loser. The guy sucks.
Oh, man. Fucking, what was his fucking name?
I don't remember. I only remember as Virgin Loser.
So I bet Carlos has a great story about one of the homeless coworkers at RNN.
Oh, no homeless coworkers, just the homeless trogs that would like come around to the store and like.
Yeah, but they're around there so often, it's as if they were working there.
Yeah, honestly.
Worst coworker I had at RNN, my stalker, who we've seen many installments of on this podcast. It was great because maybe 3 months after I started dating Amy, she was still texting me a bunch, and we hadn't even seen any of our coworkers from RNN for months since the store closed. So I just blocked.
Like a minute and a half.
I blocked her on Facebook, and I blocked her phone number because those were the only two forms of contact she had with me. And then like a few months later, I felt kind of bad because I didn't want to be like that asshole, even though I'd been saying for years like, "Hey, we're not even really friends. We're just coworkers." No. And then I unblock her and I'm like, "Hey, look, that was really fucked up of me. I feel bad. I'm sorry. But like maybe you get the message now."
So you're telling me there's a chance?
She goes, "No, I get the message now." And I'm like, "Okay, good." She's like, "But tell me, is there someone else?" And I'm like,
"In fact, there is."
And then I'm like,
"No."
And then I hit her with, someone else implies that we were ever a thing. There is no someone else. I have a girlfriend, but we weren't a thing, so there is no someone else. And she goes, "Oh, is your girlfriend fine with you talking to me?" And I go, I don't know. Let me ask her. And I lean over to Amy, and I'm like, "So this psycho's asking if you're gonna get like concerned that I'm texting her and apologizing for fucking blocking her on everything because she's insane." She goes, "No, I trust you. I have faith in our relationship. I'm not gonna get all fucking paranoid because you're talking to a female." And I'm like, "Okay, good." And then
It's a good thing to have.
Yeah. And then I'm like texting the fucking psycho back, and then so the finale of this saga is I cold shouldered her so hard she moved to Arizona to start over in a place where nobody knew her because her only other friend had moved to Oklahoma with her husband, our buddy Thor, and his wife moved to Oklahoma, and she doesn't talk to anyone else
miss Thor.
outside of a couple of cousins.
Huh.
And so she
miss Thor.
moved to Arizona, to Phoenix, like near Phoenix, with a cousin, and she's working there now. And that's the last I heard from her.
Wow.
She's
I
a
fucking-
recurring story arc. We'll hear from her in season 4.
No, that story arc's over.
No, she'll come
I
back in season
pulled
4.
her so hard she's gone. Thank God.
She'll come back in
I
season
miss
4.
She's
Thor.
like, this is your baby. I don't know how,
Literally impossible.
No, but she thinks it's your baby though. Like it's not gonna be yours at all.
she's like,
But
you're
she's
much
gonna be like-
sweeter to me in your sleep.
Oh my god, no.
Good thing I have an alarm and I locked the door.
I miss Thor.
Who said she ever used the door?
Exactly.
I think all the
No, I
windows
missed
are locked.
Thor.
You know, the house has an
Tunneled
alarm
under
on
your
every entrance.
Tunneled under your house.
Literally impossible.
Came up through your
Got-
floorboards.
I've got bedrock under my house. I've got a layer
Oh,
of
you do?
bedrock.
Oh,
Dude,
shit, bro.
dude,
I gotta get that
dude.
installed at my house.
Minecraft hacks, dude.
Yeah.
It's easy. Sal, do it. You do the computer guy. Do the Minecraft hacks. Get rid of that bedrock.
Wait.
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
That is true. He is the redstone guy.
I am
Mm.
I am the redstone guy. Yes.
He's the guy. Who are you?
Mhm.
I'm the guy.
No, he can't be. All right, ladies and
Damn,
gentlemen.
that's crazy.
Girls,
Guy.
boys, cats,
Yeah.
and squirrels.
So as far as real quick, Sal. As far as like actual coworkers go at RNN, like the biggest, it was our churro Omar. I fucking dragged the name out.
Oh, is that
of
what it
my
was?
memory. Yeah.
Okay.
It was Arturo. Yeah, no, RNN just had a lot of lazy asses, but it didn't have any terrible coworkers. Thankfully, just annoying customers occasionally, and all the fucking yeah,
That's just retail.
yeah.
That's true.
It's okay.
That is true.
It's okay. Our boy Trevor got all that retail experience though. He's living large.
Oh my
Living like Larry.
But Trevor was busy playing Destiny tonight, so he couldn't be with us.
I know. He put. Did you guys see what he
What
put
was
in general? He put, wait, starting on time must be the start of season 3. We started 30 minutes late, 45 minutes late. What are you
I'll
talking-
try to be there tonight, but I don't know if I'll be able to make it. No, it's fine. You've got like a window where you've got like some breather room to like log on.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it
okay.
comes
Shows
in.
an hour later. Wait, did you guys start yet? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. He should have
Okay,
been
bye.
doing?
He showed up an hour late to us showing up 45 minutes late. So he has no excuse.
Oh, let's see. What has Pillow been doing? Back in Tulare. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Working at Home Depot. Was working at Home Depot for like a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah.
Doing, like working the graveyard shift in the loading dock, but he's been making it sound like he's gonna get fired.
No, it's
Like, they
because
have,
he was
as a
hired as a temp. That's why.
Okay, so they laid
Oh.
him off. Okay, I was like, his work ethic didn't seem to be poor from what he was telling me, so I can't imagine them laying him off.
But then again, that's from what he told us.
I mean, I don't know. I have faith in Trevor most of the
I don't know.
time, 9 times out of 10.
That one time at Home Depot.
It's okay. It's fine. He's got work experience. It just bolsters his resume. I can try to consider it a boon for him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's working. Or he worked. And that's what's important. It adds more to his resume.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, that's still better
Hours that
than
he
not
put
having
in.
got the job at all.
Very
Yeah,
true.
that's a good thing.
You go.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
I mean,
true
he's not
facts.
making 3,000 a week. Or
That's true facts.
whatever.
that's true. I don't think
That's-
any of us
that
are
is a-
making $3,000 a week besides Steven.
I am.
Hook me up, Steven.
I won't forget you
Yeah.
guys.
Be my sugar daddy.
Steven.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Steven, I will
Steven.
literally do anything. Okay.
Steven. Bubby. Steven.
Stop.
Steven.
What?
That's me when I'm Steven.
Steven, I just do
I,
shut up.
I forgot.
All right. Thank you guys for coming out, and I'll see you guys in the next
I'm
podcast.
so confused.
Peace.
Good.
Audio.